with the ownership of the data. In the subsequent slides, we'll be seeing the ownership as to who gets to decide the classification, who gets to undertake the day-to-day taskings, and all these kind of different roles. First one is business or mission owners. They are generally the senior management who own a separate business and who are running a particular vertical in that organization. They create information security program for their particular business. They ensure that it is properly staffed, funded, and given priority by the organization. They are responsible for ensuring that the assets holding critical data are protected. So these are the roles of the business or mission owners. Then comes the data owners. Already we have discussed this previously also. Data owners are very important. They are also called as information owners. Management employee responsible for ensuring that specific data is protected. He should be part of the management of the senior management. He gets to determine the sensitivity labels, frequency of backups. The data owner does the management part, and the actual work is done by the custodian who performs the hands-on protection of that data. So this is different from the owner in a discretionary access control system, which we will be discussing later. Yeah. So next is system owner. Manager responsible for the physical computers that house the data. Hardware, software, updates, patches, all these come under the role of the system owner. They ensure the physical security, patching, hardening, etc. Technical hands-on responsibilities are delegated to custodians, as we saw in the previous slide. Then comes the custodian. So two roles are very important in this from the exam per se. One is the data owner who decides the classification labels, and second is the custodian, and rest roles come in between these two. So the custodians provides hands-on protection of data. He performs the backups as decided by the data owner. He does whatever has been told, the frequency of backups, patching, configuring antivirus software, etc. Custodians, they follow the detailed orders of the data owner. They do not make any critical decisions on how data is protected. They only follow the decisions of the data owner. These two roles are quite important. They can be asked in the exam. Next is the users, which most of us are already aware. They must comply with policies, procedures, standards. They must not write down passwords. This is one of the policy which can be governed by the top management, that they must not write down passwords or share accounts, and must be made aware of the risks, requirements, and the penalties from time to time in the form of awareness, that how dealing with a certain level of restricted confidential data can lead to penalties if that goes into wrong hands, which they are dealing with on day-to-day basis.